Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. And if you live in Broward, you obviously know this is the Lauderdale by the Sea Pier. However, this is not a live picture today. This kind of popped up in my Facebook feed from like 12 years ago or something like that. It either was a hurricane swell or a or a winter northeastern that threw a big giant wave here. You don't see this very often in Florida. I mean, in Florida, this part of Florida, I should say. If you take a look at this, and again, this is a precious metals report, but I always love sharing local stuff here. And as you know, I'm a big fisherman. I love surfing and all the stuff to do with the beautiful water that we have down here. But look at the size of these waves. As you can tell, this is Lauderdale by the Sea Pier. I think this is when they had the end of it still on there before it just got wiped out. This is probably the storm that did it. But if you take a look way out here in the horizon, you can see waves that are probably, I'm going to not be conservative and probably say at least 10, 15 feet high, maybe even higher, breaking out in that horizon, and then reforming here inshore, well overhead. As you can see, it's reaching the bottom of the pier. A little too big to surf, a little bit too crazy, and as you can see, it's closing out if you're a surfer. Anyway, sorry to bore you with a surfing report and a local Lauderdale by the Sea report. We'll move along to the next thing here, which is Purgatory. That's kind of where we're sitting right now. I think we're in election purgatory as far as markets go in general. The precious metal markets are just kind of holding steady. If you've noticed, they haven't moved much at all, up nor down. They're, again, just kind of holding steady. I think the purgatory is the best way to describe what's going on in the entire country right now. Everybody's waiting for what they think is a close election. And as far as us precious metal peoples go, really, it doesn't matter who wins. Let me tell you, this is the absolute truth. It doesn't matter who wins this election right here if you own gold or silver. The fact is, my opinion, Trump will kick the can down the road a little bit. It'll cause gold and silver to kind of be a little more conservative on its rise upward. I think a Biden presidency would probably punt silver and gold real quickly, not through the goalpost, but certainly close to it, and it would be a real quick move up with a Biden win. Either way, I see precious metals doing very well, no matter which president wins here. Again, I just think the Biden presidency will cause it to jump up a lot faster than normal, but that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens here. Nobody really knows. However, I do have my opinion, and maybe I'll share it with you before the election. Let's take a look at the markets here. Aftermarkets are open. I got this report done a little bit after 6, and aftermarkets, world markets do open at 6. As I said yesterday, I thought the markets were going to be about the same, maybe a couple bucks higher, unless we saw dollar strength or dollar weakness. We didn't really see too much of either dollar strength or dollar weakness today, and we saw a slight move upward, which is nice. I like these little small increments move upwards. I don't like these huge moves. So these little $5 and $10 moves are completely cool with me, and they should be cool with you as well. Silver, a little bit crazier in its move, but still up 15 cents on New York. And platinum, tried to hold on to that $900 mark that she almost held there a couple times, but kind of edging its way up overall, just following gold. And who wants to follow silver? A little bit too erratic, but silver ultimately will follow gold. Regardless of which metal you love, gold is the leader in this market. World spot prices close about the same, Let's see what the aftermarkets are right now, since this report's done after 6. It looks like aftermarkets are very, very, very close to what gold is. And let's take a look at silver. About the same, and about the same with platinum. I think if I'm up late tonight and the aftermarkets are about the same, 1900, 2435, 1880, and they kind of hold that throughout the evening, we'll probably see a similar thing as, again, purgatory. For the rest of the market, for us, it's kind of just been like steady sideways. I don't know if that's purgatory for you guys. It's not really purgatory for me. I mean, I expect this sideways action with precious metals. However, as I said, the purgatory more relates to the election. I just think we're not going to see a lot of action either way in any of these markets until after the election. And then, my opinion on gold and silver if Biden wins or Trump wins. That's just my opinion. So, as the aftermarkets say, about the same as what we closed at the world spot prices, yet a little higher than yesterday, and about the same what New York is, just give or take a buck or two, and really with silver a couple pennies, it looks like. My guess is, again, until after the election, we're in this kind of temporary purgatory mode. I like this. I wonder where Purgatory Road is. However, based on what I know about Purgatory, I don't think I want to go or find out. But what a cool little sign there. I wonder who lives on that street. Uh, let's again, let's stick with precious metals. I'll stop trying to be funny here. And I think markets tomorrow are going to be about the same. Like I said, if we don't see any dollar strength or dollar weakness, we're just going to see about the same. Maybe up a couple bucks, maybe down a couple bucks. Again, we're trading in a real tight range here for the last few weeks before the election. Let's take a look at a Zero Hedge report here. And why do I like Zero Hedge? Not because I think corporate media can't do a better job, just because corporate media won't do a better job, and they have kind of like very limited on what they talk about. I like this. Druckenmiller warns electoral blue wave will hurt stocks long term. Gold will be higher. Kind of interesting coming from a stock guy. And he kind of mentions too, President Biden plus Republican Senate equals bearish gridlock. They kind of go into what they think that what the different scenes were depending on who wins. But the really interesting part of this is really, I don't think any of them know what the F they're doing. They pay these college guys that come in probably six figures to give them this information, and then the next week they change their minds. Earlier this week, JP Morgan, again, JP Morgan can afford to pay six figures to people, analysts, to give them numbers. But when they flip from one week to another, what the F does that mean? It means that they either overpaid or overestimated the people that they're paying to give them these things. So anyway, JP Morgan flipped last week at Wall Street Narrative and said that a Joe Biden victory in a blue sweep would be the best outcome for stocks. Now they're saying just the opposite. So you know what? You can't trust these people, folks. I'm sorry. These are like officials in government. They're really looking out for their own asses and covering their own asses. And really, again, when they flip-flop from one thing to another, they almost sound like politicians. And that's exactly what JP Morgan and these other companies have done. Oh, Trump will win. It'll be good. Trump will win. Oh, it'll be bad. What the F? I think they're just playing their customers. Anyway, don't want to go into that. If you got any comments, please make comments in the comment section below. I'll certainly answer them. Hey, Marcelo will be happy to see this because he thinks I don't like Bitcoin, but I actually really do. I respect it because it's an alternative form to trade fiat currency. In that manner, I think it's great. I think it's the future. But do I see it as anything other than a fiat currency? No, I don't. I just don't. It's not backed by anything. It's not gold. It's not silver. It's not a piece of paper backed by a piece of property or some kind of tangible asset. It's just backed by zeros and ones, and that's it. Or maybe a little bit of electricity went behind it too. So, but really, it's a fiat. It's a fiat. I don't hate it. I think it's the future, quite frankly, for how we're going to do our exchanges. My only concern is power outages and internet outages and theft and all that stuff. I still think that a dollar bill as fiat or some kind of something in the hand as fiat is still a lot safer than something online as fiat. That's just my opinion. But no less, Bitcoin did outperform the NASDAQ over the last 12 months. Again, another Zero Hedge article. Why? Because you won't read this stuff in Bloomberg or the Wall Street Journal. You just won't. They're corporate mainstream media, and who do they cater to? They cater to the JPs. They cater to the big Wall Street firms, not to you or I, and that's a fact. But anyway, that's why you won't see any articles like this here. They don't want to promote Bitcoin, and I'm not here to promote Bitcoin either. I'm here to promote a real tangible asset called gold, silver, and platinum. Anyway, kind of interesting article. And again, Bitcoin did outperform NASDAQ. At some point, when I get a little free time and I can get a couple more employees in here to help me out and sell more gold and silver, so I'm not doing it all myself, I'm going to take a look at these alternative coins and stuff and see if I can trade and make a little money. Why not? One of the commenters in my post said that he made a couple $100 in Bitcoin and bought silver with it. So yeah, I get it. I understand it, and I don't diss it in that manner. But again, I'm simply saying it is a fiat currency. Nothing more, and you can't argue that point. And if you can, go ahead and list it in your comments below, and I'd love to have a little civil conversation about it. So anyways, let me move on to the best products of the week, the best products for a little while. I get so many folks in that come in, they're looking for Silver Eagles, they're looking for the more pricier bars. You got Englehards, you got this. And, I don't mind selling it to it, but one thing that, I'm not a great salesman as far as trying to sell the most expensive product, and I'll tell you why, because I make a fixed amount on each product that I sell. If I can save you a few bucks, I'm still making that $1.25 an ounce, $1 an ounce. Whether I sell you a higher price product or lower, I'm still making the same amount. So why wouldn't I kind of suggest that you buy a product that is better for you? And that's what we do here at Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals all the time. I get guys coming in here, they want to buy Silver Eagles, and really Silver Eagles are the most priciest product that you can buy. I mean, you don't want to buy Silver Eagles. They're like $3 and $4 over spot. I mean, $3 something if you can, buy 5,000 of them or a couple thousand of them. Up to close to $4 if you're buying small quantities. There's so many better products. There's so many better products, man. Don't overspend on this stuff. The thing that bothers me is that, for example, Silver Eagles, you got 90% U.S. silver coin trades for $1.50. That's in small quantities, over spot. This is the stuff made by the U.S. This is made by the U.S. Mint, the same people that make U.S. Silver Eagles. The U.S. Mint makes this. It's older, it's ugly, but are you going to wear this on a chain? Are you going to show your friends? No, it's going to sit in a box or buried in your backyard. So why do you care what it looks like? It is 90% silver. It is the cheapest way to buy silver, way cheaper than Silver Eagles. This stuff costs you $1.50 in small quantities. Silver Eagles cost you spot plus $4.25 in small quantities. Why spend the money on a premium? Spend the money on getting some extra silver. And again, the same company, the same people that make the U.S. Silver Eagle make this stuff. Don't get hung up on how pretty something is, how popular something is. Get hung up on how many ounces you can square away. I don't care if they stack or not, folks. Just put away as many ounces as you can without paying some stupid premium. The same thing applies to gold. You need to be buying the cheapest form of gold that you can. Now, as far as 1 ounce gold coins, I'm going to say this is the most popular product available right now in the entire country. As far as if you want a coin form of gold, I mean, there's some obscure stuff, smaller products and other things, but if you want a super popular 1 ounce product that's been around forever, recognizable worldwide for the cheapest possible per ounce price, premium, South African Krugerrands are it. If you're buying 1,000 coins from me, I can get you those things for like $35 and $40 over spot. If you're just buying one, you're paying like $70 over, but still cheaper than Gold Eagles, which are $100 plus, and the other products. Save your money. Again, you're not wearing this stuff. You're not going to put it on your kitchen or your living room counter. You're not going to hang it on the wall. You're not going to put it out in your front yard for people to admire. Who cares that this is an ugly old dude right here and that the eagle is so much prettier? Yeah, I can't tell you how many people that I try to convince, listen, just because the damn coin's prettier, who gives a crap? You know what I mean? Don't pay the extra money, but they do it anyways. So if you come into my store and you got your heart set on the more popular products, get used to me at least trying to talk you out of it at least once. So the best deals out there right now are US 90% and 1 ounce Krugerrands as far as a super popular products that have been around forever and recognizable by everyone and have super low premiums. Anyway, I think that's about it. We're in purgatory right now, so I don't think much is going to happen until after the election. That's a wrap. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Make sure that you like our videos, and if this is the first time watching it, if you like it and I didn't bore you or anything, please hit the subscribe button or hit that little bell up in the corner. I really appreciate it. It helps me continue to do these things as I see that little ticker go up and one more person watches, because what it makes me feel like is I'm helping people one at a time, and really that's how you help the world, one at a time. So anyways, this is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. Call us anytime at 954-493-8811 between the hours of 10 a.m. 4 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. We only deal locally. We do not deal out of state. We do not deal through the mail. We do not deal on the line, only face-to-face. Unfortunately for you folks watching this out of my area. However, if you can get to my area, fine, happy to deal with you. If you can't, don't hesitate to give me a call. I know dealers all over the country. I'll refer you to one of the good guys I know. And again, I always recommend buy local if you can. If you can buy local, do it. If not, go with one of the online dealers if you have to. And I'm not dissing them, but if you have to go with an online dealer because you don't have any local dealers and I can't help you find one, go ahead and do it. Meanwhile, buy local, even if it's a buck or two more an ounce overall. Keep the money in your town, folks. Little local dealers appreciate it, and it gets spent back in your neighborhood. Thanks for watching. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Have a great evening. Good night.